Okay, we're gonna come back with number two. Before I begin, before I begin, first I'm sorry, I can't offer you any Pringles or Gatorade, but I do offer you my humble apology for the crap that I'm about to talk about. Okay, so if you watch Prep Show, you already know. There's a battle going on with this cult of black people who keep calling themselves Aboriginal to America. I try to avoid getting involved in this shit. I'm doing my best to stay out of it. I've said this before. I'll say it again. If you're mixed native, if you're mixed native, like myself, then do the reconnecting journey like everyone else, you know. But don't deny your black culture. Don't rewrite it. Don't destroy it. Because your black ancestors suffered too. And yeah, I get it. I understand sometimes when I wake up and someone does something and there's a black diaspora, I'm going to feel it wherever I go. It's not like, not 50 years, I haven't had a store detective follow me around. Because I have. I've had store detectives follow me around thinking that I was going to steal shit. I had to pull out a wad of cash and say, hey, look, dude, I have money. I'm going to buy shit. But they did that because, unfortunately, somebody black stole something the week before. It was about the only time that I'm ever grateful that I am short. Because the suspect is always over 5'5", and I'm only 5'3". Anyway, point being made, you're part native, you're part black. I just happen to be part native, black, and white. Again, point being made, I'm on a reconnecting journey. I want to learn, and if I'm accepted or welcomed, I'll tell you guys the other night, I'm more than willing to join if I get to keep the native name that I gave myself. You know, I've earned Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Maybe not by tribal rights or whatever. I've never used my native heritage before 2021 to get ahead in life. I've always accepted that I was part native. Left it at that. No, when somebody asks me, what are you mixed with? I'm like, oh, I'm black. I say, yeah, but what are you mixed with? I say, oh, well, I'm part native. And sometimes it's the other way. Oh, you're part native. What are you mixed with? Black and white. Now, I will say, respectfully and hypocritically, I have denied white. I literally have denied white. Quite a few times, I have denied white. And not so much because of shame, You just sometimes you can't get people to believe you. So you'll be surprised at how many people won't believe you. Again, some people are gonna believe you. Some people aren't. How you choose to deal with it is where the problem's gonna reside. You know. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. As mixed people, we don't always have the best reaction when people approach us. I don't mean the best reaction when they question us, but you know, when they approach us. Because there are some people who just don't want to hear it. I really need to stop eating this shit at nighttime. I'm 50 fucking years old. Anyway, so let's talk about this crap on TikTok. This young fella named Lamont, talking about Native Americans and black people and giants and dragons and stuff like that. I know about the dragons from other folklore, mostly because I do martial arts. I know about the giants because most natives do have stories about giants. I can't prove they exist. I can't prove they never existed. But I also know about Bigfoot. And there are lots of legends about Bigfoot. In some cases they are friendly. In some cases not so much. I don't want to meet either one of them. I'll be honest. I don't want to meet either one of them. I don't want to meet a friendly Bigfoot. I don't want to meet an angry Bigfoot. I'll pass. You do your thing. I'm going to be over there. If y'all want to go hunt him, and I have to go, I'm staying in the truck. Sorry. You call me a coward if you want. But I'm staying in the truck. And maybe y'all don't remember the scene in Predator where Billy, he was a native man, and they said there's something out there. It ain't no man. Because Billy's not scared of shit. Shout out to Sonny. I can't remember his last name, but shout out to Sonny. You know, he did his little ceremony before he lost his life to the Predator. Yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm not the Indian in the cupboard. I'm not Swanto. There are some things in the wilderness I'm not fucking with. Period. It's not because I'm a coward. It's because respect goes a long way. All right? Yeah, you just don't know. If you've been told anything about native folklore, you don't want to fuck with a skinwalker. You don't fuck with the water baby thingy. I don't remember the name of it, but when the native tells you to stay away from the water at certain areas on Earth, that's not a fucking sign. That's a straight fucking gimme. Yo, we tell you to stay away from the water because this thing's been snatching our children for eons. That means it does exist, and it means you should probably not go swimming. Period. I believe in coyote. I believe in a thunderbird. I believe in Bigfoot. I wrote a book about it. Just added my fantasy twist on it. It's called Love 13. It's not published yet, but I wrote a book on it. These guys, these Aboriginals, man. Last time I made a video about this shit, they were talking about they had giants. I mean, not giants. They had dragons, and they were flying on dragons and riding on the backs and shit. And I'm like, yo, I made a video. I made it on TikTok. I mentioned it here about how the fuck do you lose? How do you lose to tomahawks, bows, arrows, spears, and stone knives? Excuse me. How do you lose? Goddamn. Excuse me. How do you lose if you have a fucking dragon? I mean, they were straight out of left field with the dragons. And when I thought that they couldn't get any lower, they didn't have giants. They were the giants. I about lost my shit. Now, I'm watching this morning, and I'm thinking to myself, you guys, I mean, damn, I read a lot of comics. This is just a small stack. I read a lot of comics, and yes, that's American Eagle right there. And Wyatt Wingfoot. There's not enough native TV, there's not enough native superheroes for me to go batshit crazy and say that we were giants. They said that they were the fucking giants. Lamont, man, I'm not going to call you by the other name, but it had Lamont and a dragon on it. Dude, no. The education system has failed these young black people. And I mean, I'm mixed. I've grown up mixed. I've been mixed all of my fucking life. And if you guys are mixed, just start your reconnecting journey. It's not that fucking difficult, except for you shooting yourself in the foot when you come across somebody who's native and they have watched your TikTok. I'm like, yo, aren't you that guy that said you guys were dragons and the original people of the earth and all the other stuff, the Anishinaabe, the Anunnaki, the Osage, and some other motherfuckers? Then you're gonna be fucked, because the internet is forever. And I mean that literally. The internet is forever, which is why I said people can hold my feet to the fire. Because once you pull up that video, it's not gonna be really. I can't really deny it. My ugly face is gonna be right there. But my God, now they are the giants. They had dragons, which now makes it highly illogical that you could ride a dragon if you're a fucking giant. And if you're a giant and you're like 10 feet tall, like one of the middle heights of Bigfoot. Bigfoot is supposed to be anywhere from 8 to 10 feet. I don't think there's a taller Bigfoot than 8 to 10 feet. No, we'll Google that. I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot, but I mean, I ain't got nothing to lose with Google. Other than my sanity, and people are gonna think that I'm completely fucking stupid. But you know what'll really be funny? Is if Google actually has an answer. So while that's warming up, from the folklore I've been taught, this ain't working. Okay. Let's try it again. This is the size of an average man. 6'1" to 5'3". This would be the size of Bigfoot. 8 to 10 feet. I just Google gives me something else. As far as I know, there hasn't been a Bigfoot over 10 and a half, 11 feet. I can be wrong. I don't really trust Google. If you think about it, I am asking Google an impossible question. A very impossible question. Same thing with Wendigo. Wendigo is supposed to be between 6 and 7 feet. Maybe 6 and 8 feet. I'm not sure. We're going to find out though. And hopefully, it will give me the actual native folklore and not Marvel Comics. Alright? Because Marvel Comics, Wendigo is 7 feet tall. And so is Bigfoot. But with historical legends, shouldn't be over 7 feet. Well, Bigfoot shouldn't be over 10 feet. But Wendigo and them shouldn't be over 17. We're gonna find out though. Ah, damn it. Still got a snack cake. When I opened it, so I have to eat it. I don't lie, you guys. Like I said, I opened it, so I have to eat it. I'm never gonna lose weight at this rate. Now, it took everything I could. Damn it. I threw that wipe away. It took everything I could to not go make a video on TikTok about this shit today. And I listened to this guy all goddamn day. I went to work. I normally only listen to Tim the Handsome Liberal. Shout out to Tim the Handsome Liberal. Or T. When I go to work. This is how I keep up with politics. I hate politics. But this is how I keep up with me. And then the fact that it's TikTok. So sometimes I question the shit that I'm listening to. But I'm busting my ass at work. So, there's that. Come on. Like I said today, technology has not been my friend. Oh, come on, damn you. Fantastic. Let's see what happens. Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. I hate technology. What are you doing, machine? You have full charge. What is your major malfunction? Should use my cell phone. Come on, motherfucker. Here we go. It's gone to the video game, which is not what I was trying to do. Close those. Thank you. Alright. Come on, Google. I'm sorry, y'all. If you've gotten this far, I'm really sorry. I don't know why this shit won't give me the microphone. Okay, because it's loading. See? It says loading. How tall is the legendary Bigfoot? How tall is the legendary Bigfoot from Flint? Blah, blah. Fuck. Google is not responding. No, you can answer me, goddammit. How tall is Bigfoot in height from the Native American folklore? God damn it. Come on, Bigfoot. How tall is Bigfoot from Native American folklore? Okay. It's not giving me a height. It's giving me a bunch of shit that y'all can't see because of the glare of the light. Okay. Sasquatch descriptions and sightings and facts. Let's try that. Now I gotta read. I hate having to read because I don't like the way I sound. What is the Sasquatch? Sasquatch live? Is Sasquatch real? And it's not giving me shit on his height. Okay. Motherfucker. I literally okay. There it is back. All right. So Sasquatch varieties describe primitive, ranging from 6 feet to 15 feet tall, standing erected on 2 feet, often giving off a foul smell, either moving slightly or emitted having a high-pitched cry. Footprints have been measured from 24 inches or 60 centimeters to 8 inches or 20 centimeters in width. A Soviet scientist, Boris, something that I can't fucking pronounce, suggested that Sasquatch in his Siberian counterpart, Alamus, I guess that must be abominable snowman, could be remnants of the Neanderthal, but most scientists do not recognize the creature's existence. Alright, so according to this, I'm off by 10 feet, or by 5 feet. Because this thing says from 6 feet to 15 feet. I've always been told that they were 10 feet tall. No, that's it. So, here I was thinking, they're only 10 feet tall. I'm 5'3". That's a whole hell of a lot taller than me. I'm not trying to run into that guy. I'm sorry. And just because I'm part native, I don't know if that motherfucker can smell what tribe I descend from. Know what I mean? Yeah, like, oh, we know exactly what tribe you descend from. Kill him. How tall is the legendary Wendigo in native folklore? Come on, motherfucking damn shit. I hate technology. In native folklore, how tall is the Wendigo? "15 feet.
15 feet. According to Britannica, some legends say the Wendigo is an emaciated figure with ashen flesh. Others describe it as a giant creature up to 15 feet tall or as a beast that grows larger the more it eats.
Now that part I've heard. I wonder if you can feed it so much that it would explode. One last one. For sensitive people, please cover your ears. For native people, please forgive me. How tall is the legendary skinwalkers in native folklore? Okay, didn't give me a height. Yes, I know skinwalkers are Navajo, but it's also Sioux. Well, it does not give me a height. Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn and possess and disguise themselves as an animal. Alright, but you're not giving me the height. Background. Okay. I know it's Navajo. I don't need to go into all that detail. You guys can Google that. Alright, I'm gonna have to type this shit in. God damn it. It's the one thing. Let's get it right there and say what is the height instead of how tall. Sometimes you gotta word shit right. I'm sorry. I know this like deviating from what I was trying to do. And it's still not giving me height. Alright, well I guess because it's a shapeshifter we can chalk that into however fucking tall it wants to be. Or needs to be. God damn it. it looked up, god damn it. Okay, you know what? We're done. We're done. We're gonna go ahead and close your ass on out. Because technology. Okay, back on Mr. Lamont's live this morning. So now, not only is my black culture being destroyed, it's gone through the Stargate twice. It has picked up some dragons. They breathe fire. And at the end of the day, my black ancestors were still fucking slaves. still lost to American Indians, aka Native Americans, and it lost to colonizers because apparently tomahawks, which are basically a stick and a stone with a sharp edge made into an axe, which would later become hatchets and axes, bows and arrows, those things over there, took down dragons. You understand that a dragon is bigger than a house. And unless I'm mistaken, those motherfuckers can breathe fire. So not only did they ride dragons, but they were giants riding dragons. And you're going to tell me you lost to Native Americans who had spears, bow and arrows, and tomahawks. But you had fucking dragons. How do you lose a whole country to two different people when you have dragons? And you're giants. I mean, my God. Okay. In their defense, David killed Goliath with one stone, and Goliath was considered a dragon. I mean, goddamn, a dragon. Goliath was considered a giant. I am not having a good night. I'm sorry, y'all. Words are tripping over each other, but I'm not going to delete this and start over. Anyway, Lamont said that black people are the original Native Americans, that we were giants, and that we had dragons. And not only did we have dragons, we have fire-breathing dragons. And we build the mountains. So if you're giants, I gotta say it. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody watching this is going to be thinking the same thing. If you're giants, how the fuck did you lose? How did you shrink? I mean, you're fucking giants. How deep is the fucking ocean? Did you guys eat whales? I mean, you're giants. Now, I know this is laughable because it was laughable listening to this whole fucking live. And it was black person after black person after black person coming in with this same load of horse shit. I'm part black, alright? You can't deny that. I mean, look, you can see my arms? There's my light and dark skin tone. My true color is high yellow. Yes, I'm also part white. I'm also part native. This bullshit that they came in on today, we were giants. I want to make people cognitively aware of something. I am 5'3.5". If I am a descendant of a giant and I don't wake up tomorrow and bust my head on the ceiling just because I stood up or because I sat up, there is some fucked up shit about how the fuck you go from being giant monstrosities with pet dragons. Pet fucking dragons. And here comes a little native man. His foot's stuck on the damn thing. Here comes a little native man. With a hatchet. Them arrows over there. Those arrows. Right there. And a hatchet. A fucking hatchet. And you're going to tell me that this thing, I can do this shit. Come at a dragon. Okay, if the dragon was asleep, I might have had a chance. But what if I get up on a dragon and he, takes a deep breath, burns me to death? They had fucking dragons, y'all. And they're fucking giants. And you're going to tell me somebody with a hatchet or an actual tomahawk at the time, which was not made of steel. Alright? It was literally like a rock and a stick, buffalo hide, etc. You're going to tell me that a group of men with spears, stone-tipped spears, wrapped with buffalo hide, feathers, and a bow. Now, I can see if you shoot the dragon's eye out. It was kind of hard to shoot a dragon's eye out when the motherfucker's breathing fire at you. You see the clusterfuck at what I was listening to today? I mean, these guys literally said they were giants. And that they had dragons. Fucking Dragons. Dragons. How do you fucking lose? You have dragons. I saw Game of Thrones. How do you lose to two people? You lost to natives, and you lost to colonizers, and you became slaves with the black people that the colonizers brought over. How the fuck do you lose when you have fucking dragons? And again, you're giants. So we're like 10, 11, 12 feet or 20 feet giants. And from what they were describing, a 10-foot giant was the shortest guy. Everybody else is like 15 to 20 feet. And I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? Lamont, dude. My God. I don't know if this fella has a high school education. I don't know if he has a college degree. I said this once before. I'll say it again. And this is for the people who believe that we descended from apes. I personally, it's that damn white. Yeah, it is. I personally don't subscribe to the Darwin theory of man evolving from ape. Because something doesn't sit right with me because I'm a small guy. Something doesn't sit right with me giving up like gorilla strength for this body. It's a little fat here. I don't have a chest anymore. My arms are a little flappy. Little flappy things. My legs are a little small. If I had the strength of an ape, and I'm like a silverback, or I'm the size of a grizzly bear, you think I'm giving that up for a 5'3" body? Not unless I'm Brother Bear, but no. I mean, I got the strength of a fucking ape. The Planet of the Apes, not the newer ones, but the older ones, where the apes were just fucking humongous. Charlton Heston wasn't a small guy. You think I'm gonna give that shit up to be this when I can be stronger? Okay, I might not be smarter, but who needs smarts when you got brute force? Yeah, you just ravage every damn thing. Take what you want. And we were giants. And we gave up being giants. You know how big a giant is. 15 feet is the smallest, or 10 feet is the smallest guy. And there's like a ton of us. I want to know how deep the ocean is. I want to know if these black giants walk through the ocean. I want to know if they fought sharks. I want to know if they caught whales and ate them. And what? I want to know, how did y'all sleep? If you're fucking like 15 feet tall, I mean, you have to lay halfway across the fucking continent, as well as half of every fucking state, depending on how big your tribe is. How do they come up with this shit? I mean, this is like straight utter horseshit. How do they come up with this shit? And you guys, I'm sorry for making this video like about an hour long, but you have to understand, this shit's on my FYP almost every day with somebody who's part black, like me, or all black, and they're talking this shit. I mean, every day. Every day. Yes, something was in my drink. Something white. So, I got it out. I'm not gonna throw it with my Gatorade, yo. It wasn't Alka-Seltzer. That's right here. But this is like an everyday thing with a small band of black people that, like I said, alright, I'm part black, I'm part white, I'm part native. I don't deny my heritage. I already know I'm never going to be white, despite what I said like 20 some odd minutes ago about not denying my whiteness. Well, here's the thing, I'm never going to be white. I can accept that. I can walk in a native world and blend right in. I can walk in a black world. For the most part, until somebody points out the fact that I'm mixed, no one's going to know. See, it was black people that started me on the colorism thing, and you're not black because you're mixed. And now in 2023, it's now you have to pick. You can't be mixed. You have to be one or the other. No, motherfucker, I'm all three, but I can only really claim two. No white man's gonna look at me and say, yeah, that guy's a white guy. It's not gonna fucking happen. Hey, he might look at me and say, hey man, you're mixed. What are you mixed with? And as long as it's not that fucking guy from Kegler's when I was a teenager who goes, hey chief, how you doing, chief? What's up, chief? For 3 fucking years. 3 years my name was Chief. 3 years. That was about the time I wish I was a giant, because I was only like 5 feet tall. Maybe 5'2" at best. I stopped growing in high school, I don't know when. But I made it to 5'3.5", and that's it. But to that guy, my name was Chief. That's it. Hey Chief, hi Chief, what's up Chief? I'm like, what the fuck, yo? My name is not fucking Chief. I don't descend from a chief. My Native American heritage comes from females only. That's it. No. Well, technically, because it's my dad's mom's mom, so, yeah. So, technically from females only, even though my dad's the one that busted the nut in my mom and made me, but you get the gist. Point being made, these young black people is on TikTok every day. Every motherfucking day. It's exceptionally problematic, especially for people like me who are black and native and trying to reconnect, because everybody and their mama got TikTok. Everybody. I could try to go down to Charles City. I have a lady looking into stuff for me. I can go down to Charles City and she can finally meet me like, oh, you sure you're not one of those pretendian motherfuckers? Like, ma'am, I just want to get my descendancy paper. I'm not trying to get enrolled. I'm not trying to take anything from you other than that piece of paper that says I have one native ancestor. So that's it. I don't care how many fucking generations I go back. If the tribe claims me, great. If the tribe wants to enroll me, great. I have only one condition if they enroll me, that I am known by my stage name, Echo Fang Grey Wolf. That's it. That's it. I've never used my native heritage to get ahead in life until 2021. That's it. If you've been on this thing, you know between 2021 and 2022 is when I started going by Echo Fang Grey Wolf instead of James Williams Jr. Now, if I got famous enough and after I got my military benefits, I want to legally change my name to Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Is that shit gonna happen? Probably not. I'm not talking about the fame. I'm probably not gonna change my name because I don't want the military to not give me my motherfucking benefits. No. Now, here's the thing. These young black kids, I'm not saying they are not native, including Lamont. But you're also black. And you need to recognize both sides of your culture. I deny my white culture because white people are not going to let me claim that I'm a white man. It's not going to fucking happen. And I'm white in the family. Doesn't matter. Still not going to let me claim to be a white man. It's just not going to fucking happen. But I know it's there. I can't deny it. No. Even if I deny it in public, it's still going to be there. But these motherfuckers, man. These giants. These dragon riding giants. They breathe fire. They lost to my Native American ancestors. And apparently my black American ancestors who are descendants of slaves have, they've lost their fucking minds. They have literally lost their motherfucking minds, yo. Slave ship happened in reverse. Slave trade happened in reverse. The Nile River is the Mississippi. The Grand Canyon is Egypt. And I'm like, what the fuck? Do you not realize how far the Grand Canyon is from motherfucking the Mississippi River. Oh yeah, there's also Stargate. You know, that's from that Earth Speaks fella. There's like a transporter or a teleporter somewhere down in fucking um, Grand Canyon. You can't go down there because there's hieroglyphics and the government's keeping everybody from going down into the Grand Canyon and all the other shit. And these are the same people that I made a TikTok about that are gods. And I have posted on TikTok, say, hey, look, man, I'm waiting for you gods to bust a Thanos snap and show up in my backyard. And secondly, if you're gods, why the fuck do you need social media? You should just be able to magically show up. Like, talking about you like a fucking dog. Boom, you're there. Oh, I heard you were talking about me. And my little coward ass be like, no, I really didn't. I pull out my motherfucking axe and chop your fucking ass up and see if a god can bleed. Any fucking how. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna go another way, right? Y'all thought I was gonna just cower out. No, I'm just getting down here. You know, no, please, no. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. Let's see if a guy can bleed. Took that quote from Leonidas from the 300 movie. This is Sparta. Anyway, all jokes aside, these little motherfuckers now came up on my FYP this morning. And not only did they say they were fucking giants, but they had dragons. Like Dragon Ball Z. One of his guests literally brought out Dragon Ball Z. He had some pictures of dragons and natives. One of those dragons was Shinron from Dragon Ball Z. Not Porungara, not the one from Namek, but Earth's dragon. The one that you get 3 wishes. But Porungara, you only get 2. Which was insane, because, you know, I don't understand how the motherfucker that came from the planet that the Dragon Balls were initially made on is weaker than the Earth's dragon. But they do explain that. Anyway, in this live, the dude had, like, literally Shinron right there at the bottom of the page. And another dragon over here. Native over here, native over here, native over here. And he's in that block. And he's talking about how black people are native to America and that they were fucking giants. And again, I ask, how do you fucking lose if you're a fucking giant and a giant that rides fucking dragons? There is no way in hell that a native man with a tomahawk and a bow and arrow and a motherfucking spear, no matter how many of them there are, should be able to have taken this country from you. Should not have been able to take South America, North America, Middle America, Canada. Y'all should not have lost unless you guys couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. And being a giant, you don't have to do much fighting, you know. Hawk smash, motherfucker, you're a giant. You know? How difficult is it for you to just step on someone? I can see the little native man. Oh, we got a giant. Ooh, look at his toes. He's got like toe jam. And then have the shoe come down on a native. Because you're giants. You know? I'm never going to get over that shit. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never going to get over it. I thought that the dragon thing was a little bit far-fetched. But when they said they were fucking giants, and then the sexy sounding girl chimed in, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't think that women, oh God, because women are supposed to be smarter than men. I honestly did not think that any woman would be this motherfucking stupid, yo. You couldn't tell me on my worst day that a woman would be stupid enough to go for this. But there are a few, because there's another girl who's exceptionally problematic on TikTok, dancing around in her little chicken feathers and saying that Native American boarding schools were training schools to train Native Americans to be Aboriginals. And I'm like, what in the fuck, yo? Now, like I said, personally, I don't know these motherfuckers, and I don't care. And if they happen to be watching this, I send warnings, not invitations. And if you show up at my door in a Thanos snap, remember that little axe dance I just did. And also, you should know that I am a veteran of the United States Army National Guard. My MOS was entry. Was infantry. Entry. My MOS was infantry. Do you know what that means? It means that I'm basically Wolverine. So, to quote Wolverine, I am the best at what I do, and what I do is not so nice. And I have an axe. 2 of them. So, I'm not going to sit here and wait for somebody to show up at my house and try to do something to me. When you show up, you ain't going home. And I don't give a damn if you have dragons, or if you're giants, or if you're gods, or Anunnaki, Ishnabe, star seeds, and all the other shit you're claiming that you are. Which, I want to end this video with a point. If the Anunnaki, the Mayans, and the Ishnabe all have origin stories in outer space, how does that make you native to anything? Because you're from outer space. Secondly, if you're giants, how deep is the ocean? Did you fight with sharks? Did you eat whales for dinner? Because you're fucking giants. Also, to the gods on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're claiming to be a god, or people who know the dirt and gotta eat that corn and stuff. I hate corn. So one damn thing I hate about being Native American, I can't fucking stand corn. I'm also dreadfully afraid of horses. Sorry, Grandma. I am dreadfully afraid of horses. I'm not sorry for that. I'm sorry about the fucking corn. Because my dad's mom, she was a cook for a living. And she made me eat corn pancakes. So yeah, I don't like corn. Okay. Anyway. How, if you are a giant, do you lose a fight for your land? I got it. My bad, yo. Y'all ain't even got to answer. I'm gonna give y'all the story on how they lost. So, there was this native, right? And his name was Flying Hawk. And Flying Hawk found the way to beat giants. So he went up to like the king of the giants and flew up the beanstalk. That's right, he flew all the way up the beanstalk and stole the giant's golden egg and ran down the beanstalk. The giant ran down the beanstalk, but he was so fucking heavy that the beanstalk snapped and the giant fell, right? And when he fell, he landed on a fuck ton of other giants. And all of them died from the impact of dominoes. Except for the pregnant women, who somehow, when the earth shook, they shrank to normal size and gave birth to all the black people who are Native Americans and starseeds and gods and know the dirt. Yeah, that was me making fun and throwing Jack and the Beanstalk in there. All jokes aside, yo, if these motherfuckers are part Native, do what I'm doing. Reconnect. That's it. Do your reconnecting journey. But if you're trying to reconnect so that you can try to take the land from natives who don't really have much land, if you're trying to get out of paying taxes and all that shit, that shit's not going to happen. That shit's not going to happen. And if you're only native while you're on these apps, fuck you. I've been mixed for 50 fucking years. 50 fucking years of hearing people tell me, hey chief, hey tonto, hey half-breed, hey zebra. Before this fucking app happened, I had 2 bad Native American experiences. Only 2. Only 2 Native Americans ever came up to me and said, you're not a pure native. You are not a pure native. In turn, again, I did not handle that very well, as I threatened to push one into an oak tree at full speed, and I threatened to push one in front of a moving car. Okay. Prior to that, I haven't bumped into any real natives in America, well, in Virginia, specifically Virginia, because that's where I am, to tell me that I wasn't a pure native. Most of my racism came from black people. Hey, Chico. Hey, Tonto. Hey, Julio. Hey, Juan Carlos. Because apparently they thought I was Mexican. I've even had Mexicans think I was Mexican. Okay? So I know that I'm part Native American. You don't have to tell me that I'm not pure. And you don't have to call me fucking Chico. Or Juan. Or Julio. And the last one that I had was from a white lady from Spain who told me she didn't know a Mexican who couldn't speak Spanish. And she called me Jaime. My big sister and I was laughing about that earlier today. So, okay, I'm not Mexican. I'm not. As far as I know, we're not Mexican. We're going to find out when my 23andMe is done. Since I can make the time to go check the shit, especially after the day I've had. But, you know, it is what it is. I know I'm part Native. It's all over my face. I am phenotypically Native looking, or Native passing. And if you want to think I'm a Mexican, it's fine, because Mexicans are also Native American. I don't have to prove my Native indigeneity to anybody on a fucking app, but I do have to prove it to myself. Even if I'm like this much, that's all I want. Are they gonna accept me? Who the fuck knows? I will tell you this, because I need to end this video, and to not make a part 2. I've had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to use my Native heritage to my advantage, and I didn't think it was the right thing to do until 2021, where I decided, maybe, just maybe, I should probably start using this Native American heritage thing, because I keep getting signs, and instead of going with these signs, I'm a dumbass. I want to be mixed. I'm a mixed motherfucker, yo. I'm mixed. Sometimes you are your own worst enemy. And in my case, I have been my own worst enemy on more than one occasion. The main occasion was, I told you guys this before, so I'll tell it one more time. I had the opportunity when a Native casting director cut off the line at Evan Almighty at the Jefferson Theater, the same theater that's technically a school, on the other side where I had 2 bad experiences with 2 natives where I threatened to push one into the tree and one into the car. It was the same theater. Well, technically it's a school. I was just on the back side, and she cut off the line right at the guy in front of me. And she literally asked me, she goes, "Are you Native?" And I said, "Ma'am, I'm part Native." She said, "Then you need to get your ass to South Carolina or North Carolina, wherever the fuck they were filming Conquest 1492 with Christian Bale and the guy that played Deadpool. Not Deadpool. Oh, what the fuck is his name? Bullseye. The guy that's playing Bullseye in Daredevil. I didn't have a car. And I didn't think to myself that I looked Native enough. So I was like, I'm not going to get that job. And they're going to clearly tell me that I'm black. And I didn't do that. I wish I would have, but I didn't. I also didn't have a car. And then all the times that people have came at me, not so much as wrongly, but raw. People, "Hey man, you part Native? Hey man, you part Native? Part Native? Part Native?" And I wouldn't deny it. It's like, yeah, I'm part Native. But, I didn't use it. And then I got tired of busting my ass, being mixed, knowing that I'm never going to be as famous as The Rock. I'm never going to be anything if I don't get that fucking door open. So I started building myself out as a Native. Echo Fan Grey Wolf was born. And I'm going to use my Native heritage now to get acting work. With or without Native permission, with or without Native blessings, I'm going to do this because I have to. Because acting makes me as close to happiness as I can get. And because my life has been so bad that playing someone with a worse life or a better life, there's a solution to everything. You just have to find it. My dumb ass didn't know that my solution was, motherfucker, you're part Native American. Use that shit. I never used it. Never used it. Never thought about using it. And that was my leg cracking because I'm old. So, there's another one. Oh, goddamn, can't even get my leg up. Anyway, so I started using it. 2021, 2022. And now it's 2023. It's about to be 2024. So we're about to flip this script. And Echo Fan Grey Wolf is about to make a thunderstorm. I'm going to bust my ass this year or die trying. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to end this video here and give you the bonus video. That being said, thank you guys for watching. To the 315 of you, excuse me, 316 of you. I think I got a new guy today. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Be seeing you. And to the people, the gods and the Anunnaki, Ishnabe, and Iowak, whatever the fuck they're claiming on TikTok. I hope you're actually doing this shit off the app as well. Because if you're not and you're only a Native American on this app, shame on you. Shame on you. Because you're fucking it up for people like me who want to reconnect, but we can't now because you dumb son bitches done made it damn near impossible for us, people who are actually part Native and part Black, and in my case, part Native, part Black, part White, to reconnect. Because now we're going to go through the hell thanks to you idiots instead of doing this shit the right way. Y'all don't want to just be Native. Y'all want to take over. Y'all don't even want to acknowledge your Black part. You fucking idiots. Thank you for watching. And on the off chance that I'm wrong, and that they are Aboriginals who are real Native Americans, I go back to the one question. And I want to answer. From Lamont, or the Earth Speaks fella. Because this is a very important question. Especially since we all know, and if you don't know, you're about to learn. You didn't fuck with the Apache. You didn't fuck with the Navajo. And you didn't fuck with the Lakotas. Because those were some bad motherfucking tribes. And you didn't fuck with the Cheyenne. You didn't fuck with the Kiowa. You really didn't fuck with the Seminoles in the woods. You really didn't fuck with the Cherokee that much. Because all these motherfuckers were warriors. How the fuck, if you're giants and you have dragons, how the fuck did you lose? Also, how did you shrink? Thank you for watching. Be seeing you.